What up, y'all? It's your girl Jaiiden, and guess what? I am back after a long, long vacation. Well, not really a vacation, just I needed time. So, I'm here to tell you guys why I haven't been here, what my future plans are, and just everything. So, without further ado, I call this A Year in Review 2012, and it's kind of long, so I'm going to do it in two parts. The first part is going to consist of January to, what is it? September, yes. And the second part is going to consist of October to now, which is January. So, without further ado, let's get started with part 1. Made a little cheat sheet because I kind of ramble in my videos. Okay, so January I began my final semester at college, and you know, senioritis, you don't really do all that well, so I didn't do all that well in my final semester, but I passed, so that's all that counts, right? Whatever. In February, I began my YouTube thing. I don't know whether to call it a career, because I haven't been keeping up with it, or what, but I started YouTube, and I've gotten a lot of positive feedback from it. I like to actually express myself, and just get people to understand who I am, what I'm doing, things like that. And I've gotten, like I said, I got a lot of positive feedback from it, and you guys are wonderful. For those that have watched, those of you that have commented, and those of you that are going to continue to watch, because a lot happened, and a lot is going to happen within the next couple months. Also, February I began laser treatments, which I did explain in a video how it felt. I know in that video I exaggerated a lot, but it hurts. There is no way to put it, it just hurts a lot. And with every treatment, it hurts the same, yeah, but you're prepared for everything. So, I mean, I don't like it, but it is about a 3-year process that I am going to continue with because, like I said, I'm transitioning, and I don't want to be the hairy beast woman. So, yes. Anyways, moving on to March, I turned 21. And March is pretty close again. It's like, what, 2 more months away? So I'm going to be 22 soon. I don't have any plans. I probably won't have any plans. Not really sure. Living day by day life. So, also in March, I can't remember if I explained this in a video or not, but I went on a conference. It was part of the LGBT community. And where did we go? We went to Albany, New York. Now, some of you might be familiar with that, some of you may not, but Albany, not really good with history. So, I may be wrong saying this. I believe Albany is our city capital of New York. Not really sure. Taking a guess at it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Whatever. Anyways, give me a second. Wow. That was my brother. Yes, nosy. Figuring out what I'm doing. I'm talking to myself, obviously. Anyways, in April, I began counseling, which for most transsexuals, that's the first step that you take. Because in order to, in order to get on any hormones and continue anywhere, you have to go to counseling so that they can evaluate you and figure out whether you're in the right mindset, whether you're ready or not. And counseling was actually really therapeutic. I enjoyed it. I thought that I would hate it, having talked to someone for so long and open up a part of me that I was sort of uncomfortable about. I know that I make YouTube videos and I know that I talk about it, but it's different talking to a camera than talking to someone in real life. Very different. And when I started, I was really nervous. I even broke my heel on the first day because I was so nervous that I stumbled over my own feet and I broke my heel, and I just had to deal with it because I was already like an hour and a half away from my house. So, I mean, it is nerve-wracking, but eventually you start to open up and things persist and you realize that, hey, either this is what I really want or this isn't what I want at all. And this is definitely what I really want. So I continued with it, and it was great. Just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Moving on. In May, I graduated college. Graduation was fairly simple, sort of. I mean, I had 2 graduations. I graduated as part of the LGBT community, and we had a thing called a lavender graduation, which I wore this beautiful gown. Just absolutely beautiful, and I got a little rainbow tassel, which I don't have with me. I can't show you guys anything, because I'll get to that later, but I just can't show you my little rainbow tassel. And then the next day, we had our regular graduation, which wasn't as fun. I mean, there was a long, maybe hour, boring, what was it called? Like, speech. Speech, yes. Something that y'all can tell that I'm not that great at. So, after graduation, a couple days later, I finally got my passport in the mail. I got my passport in the mail because we went to Italy as part of the college. It was a special little program. You had to pay a crap ton of money, and I didn't pay for anything because government loans and all that paid for that. So I got to go to Italy for free. Most amazing experience of my life. Fucking hair. Anyways, most amazing experience of my life. I did try to make a video for it, as I already explained before. Wasn't working at all. So, I'll tell you just a tiny bit about that. I had a lot of first experiences. I kissed a girl, and as Katy Perry said, kissed a girl, and I liked it. Wasn't any different from kissing a guy. It was a little bit softer, I could say, in that way. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. If you've kissed a girl, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, then, I don't know. Go kiss a girl. It's fun. Especially when you're drunk, because that's when I did it, because that would probably be the only time that I'd ever do it. Okay? And also, like, another first, it was weird. But then again, yeah, it was just weird, and I was pretty much a creeper, and I didn't care, because I was in Italy, and just like Las Vegas, you do everything that you would do in a new place that you would never do at home. So, the girl that I made out with, her and one of the people from my college hooked up together, okay, hooked up together with a guy, and they had a threesome in a bed 2 feet away from me. So, first time experiences, I told them that I was watching. I flat out told them that if they were going to do this right next to me, I was watching. They didn't care, I didn't care. But the worst part of it is I was so exhausted that I ended up passing out right in the middle of it. And I woke up maybe like half an hour later to them getting dressed. I was like, fucking god damn it. I missed it. So pissed off. But yeah, creeper status. What's next? June, I returned from Italy and stuff. So that's pretty much for Italy. But something came back with me from Italy, which I will show you now before my brother comes out. These. Yes. Nasty little habit. I will get into why I started really isn't that big of a thing. I mean, I smoked a little bit in Italy. Why not? I'm having fun. I'm doing a bunch of things I've never done before. But I continued for other reasons, which I will get into. Actually, I'll get into them now, because that's what's up next. In July, me and my mom were having a lot of problems. She wasn't understanding me in my transition, and I wasn't understanding her point of view with everything. So we were kind of battling back and forth. We were not getting along at all. She refused to take me to counseling. So I had to stop counseling, and I did say that counseling was an amazing experience. It is now like, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. 6 months after the fact of when I started counseling. No, 6 months since I stopped going to counseling. And I do plan on continuing to go. I don't know whether I'm going to have to restart or pick back up from where I left. I don't know. But I do plan on going back because this is something I want to do. I want to finish counseling and start estrogen so that these will be real and hopefully bigger. Anyway, so my mom and I were having a lot of problems. Like I said, she wasn't understanding me, I wasn't understanding her. So we kind of broke ties for a little bit. Like, I didn't talk to her for almost a month. I wanted to separate myself, give myself time to think, give her some time to think, and then we met back up, and we recreated our bond and stuff. We had a heart-to-heart about everything. I explained more in depth of why I'm doing this, like exactly what it means to be me and stuff, and even though she says that she accepted everything, I don't fully 100% believe that she did. She still had a lot of questions, and there's just too much. I'm a complicated person, okay? There's just too much to try to get people to accept everything. You're not going to get people to accept everything, because all you gotta do is keep moving on with your own life and doing what makes you happy. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And my mom liked that. She liked that I was able to be so strong in the situations that I was in. Moving on. And what's next? August. Okay? August, I decided to... I didn't move out, because technically my stuff is still at my uncle's. So technically I still live with my uncle, but one day I wanted to go hang out with a friend, and she's actually my best friend that lives in this city. I have two best friends, but she's my best girlfriend. She lives in this city. Her name's Leslie. And I decided one day I packed a bunch of stuff into my backpack, and I walked down to my work, because she was working at the time, and I waited for her to get out. When she came outside and stuff, she was all excited to see me, because we work completely different schedules, so we never got to see each other much. So, we go back to her house and stuff, and I stayed the night there. Then, basically, it turned out that she held me captive. That's what I'm gonna call it. And I've lived with her since August. August 5th to be exact. So, my uncle's not too happy about that, because I've decided that since I'm not living with him, although my stuff is still there, I'm not eating his food, I'm not using his hot water, I'm not using his electricity, I'm not using his space. Well, my stuff is using his space, so scratch that last one out. Okay? So, I don't feel that I should have to pay him rent, because my rent obligations are with my friend Leslie now, because I'm living with her. But he doesn't see it that way, so I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just hoping that he doesn't hold my stuff captive, because I'm moving soon, and that's every possession that I own, so that'd be really bad. But technically he can, so I'm just hoping that he doesn't. Okay, and finally we move. Wait, I lied. We're still in August. Anyways, so my brother turned 16 in August, and silly me, moving on with my own life, and I've already said that him and I don't get along, so I didn't pay attention much to it. And give me 1 more second, because here he comes. And moving on, okay? So, he turned 16, and since we don't get along, I don't pay attention much to his existence. So I completely forgot that his birthday even existed. I know, I'm a douchebag, but that's okay, because in order to get by in life, you have to be a douchebag, because nice people never win. And whether you agree with that or not, it's the truth. I've had to learn that the hard way in life, that you have to be a complete asshole to succeed and to get by and to get people to respect you. So, I'm a douchebag. Whatever. Also in August, as you can tell, my last video was the last one that I made until now. Well, let me correct myself, it's not the last video I ever made, because I did make another video. I made, I think, 3 other videos. One for Italy, one for what I'm going to be talking about in a second, and one for Halloween, and I never uploaded any of them because I was going through a lot, which I swear to God, if you jump up there, you're going to get punched in the face. I have a cat. Come here, come say hi to everybody. Come here, baby. This is my baby. She's 4 years old, which means that she's turning 5, which means that she's 36 years old. She's getting old. Old. Yes. Sashay away. Sashay. Sashay. Anyways, so like I was saying, I stopped making videos in August for personal reasons, but now things are picking back up and I am back. And I will be back, and like I've stated before, I'm not going to promise to make videos weekly or even bi-weekly or even every other month. I'll just make videos when I'm feeling inspired, when I have something to talk about, whatever. Anyways, moving on to September, which is what I wanted to explain about with that video that I made. I thought that my mom was cheating. I had all the evidence stacked up against her. I had so much proof against her. At least what I thought was proof. and I made a video accusing her of cheating and stuff, and I asked you guys, which you guys didn't see, so technically I didn't ask you guys, like, advice on what I should do, how I should handle it, and stuff, but I decided not to post the video, because my mom's had a problem with some of the videos I've made with some of the content. So I decided not to air her business like that, I guess until now. But I decided to confront her myself and see what was going on. There's that fucking stupid piece of hair on my goddamn lip. Anyways, so I confronted her and she laughed, like, she explained to me that she wasn't cheating and stuff. And it's in more depth than that, but I'm not really going to get into the depth of everything about that because it's really no one's business. It's not even my business. It's whatever. Turns out she wasn't cheating, but she did tell me some other news which I wasn't expecting, I guess. She told me that my stepdad was the one cheating on her, which completely blew my mind. Like, they've been together for 10 years, and he told her, basically this is how it went down. He told her, no, getting ahead of myself, every night that he would come home from work for like maybe a month, he would get on the phone at the same time, like maybe 1 in the morning and stuff, and she didn't really think anything of it, but she got suspicious, and she asked him about it, like who he was talking to, which, that's his wife. She has every reason to ask a question. I mean, I don't think what she asked was inappropriate or anything, but he didn't lie, which I guess is a good thing, but it's not really. He told her that he had fallen out of love with her over the summer, and it's already into fall, so he took his wedding ring off and everything, and told her that the person that he was talking to was the girl in Ohio that he used to go to school with. So, how does she react? The most amazing way possible. She took her hand, cocked it back, and slapped him across the face. So, I'm proud of my mom for doing that, because I know I wouldn't tolerate a cheater, and I don't know how I would react, but I swear to God, this goddamn piece of hair. But she slapped him, so I'm just proud of her. But it didn't end at a slap. She then picked up this, and yet again slapped him across the face. Not with her hand, but with the remote. So, I'm proud of her. I don't care. I'm so iffy about my stepdad, I'm just not sure whether I really like him or not. I don't know. I've had my mom as both my mom and my dad, so I don't know. She's pretty much the only person that I need. So I think that's everything I've written down, but I'm pretty sure I forgot things. Pretty sure. But I'm going to end the video here, and nope, I'm not going to end the video here, because I do want to show you guys something. Something I bought today. Absolutely beautiful. Let me take you to the bathroom. Let's give you a little house tour. This is my mommy's pretty little house. So pretty, so pretty. Like my ghetto-ass stand on how it's 3 giant-ass pillows. Because I have this